Let's go.
Used to bite my tongue and hold my breath. I don't know any of the other words, so you can whatever, make it up. But I promise you this is right. No, stop the camera.
Why?
That's it. That's scene one, man. Okay. So roar is not actually in the key of G. We're going to play it in the key of G because it's easier. Now all you need to do to go from the key of G to the real key is add a capo, and we'll show you how to do that later. Alright, so in the key of G, you've got G, A, B, C, D, E. F sharp and G are all the notes that are possible. We only need the 1 and the 6 for this easy example. Now your 1 chord in the key of G is a G chord. Your 6 chord in the key of E is an E minor chord. So I'm going to write down the charts for you guys, and then I'm going to show you how to play it. That's it. All right. There you go. For the easy one, that's all you need. G and E minor. The G, you'll notice on the 1, 2, 3rd fret here, you've got 2nd, 3rd, and 4th finger all on the 3rd fret. 2nd finger goes on the top, 3rd and 4th finger go on the bottom. I'm going to go pretty fast here, so just pause the video or back it up if you need to keep looking at this chord. But 1, 2, 3, 3rd fret. 2nd finger goes on the top string, which is the lowest string, by the way. 3rd and 4th finger go on the bottom. Notice all it's the same fret. The 1st finger just goes on the next string down from the 2nd, so that's the A string. 1 fret back. Boom, we got a G. Alright, so there's your G. Now I want to show you changing from the G to the E minor. So I've got my G, watch what I do. Specifically watch this 1st finger. Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it. There, I'm done. So your 1st finger doesn't do anything. Now let's talk about how we're going to play this. So I've written here 1, 1, 6, 6. What this means is you play the 1 chord for a full measure, and then you play the 1 chord for full measure. Then you play the 6 for a full measure, 6 for a full measure, 4 measures, right? Now what are we going to play each measure? We're going to strum 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We're going to strum all these down, just because it sounds like what she does. Now actually there's no guitar in this song, it's a piano. So we're going to imitate the limitedness of the piano by restricting ourselves. The guitar is much better. And I'm saying this because my cameraman's a piano player. Anyway, so I'm just going to strum down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's the first thing you need to do. Hold the G if you want, mute your strings, do nothing with your left hand if you want. It doesn't matter. Let's focus on this right hand. You're going to play the guitar, you're going to strum the strings 8 times, and count this with me. Alright, form your chord, or mute your strings now. Go, I'll mute them. Get ready to strum. 2, ready, strum. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. That is all you do for each chord. Alright, let's add the chords now. So we're going to strum the G twice. Get your fingers on the G. Welcome back, guys. We're going to play these 2 chords here. G and G. 2, ready, strum with me. Wait, don't go yet. I also want you to count out loud. So you're going to say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and out loud. 2, ready, count. 1 and 2. I didn't even count in the right speed. Alright, so count along with me out loud. Don't worry about being embarrassed. Count out loud. 2, ready, play. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and do it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and pause. Now we change to the E minor. Change to the E minor. Everyone ready? Do it again, same counting, but this time with the E minor. 1, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and same thing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that is it. You play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and change chords. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and start again. Used to bite my tongue and hold my breath, and again I don't know the words. Alright, I added some more stuff in there, but okay, so now we're gonna play this whole thing. We're gonna do it 2 times. So we play G, G, E minor, and then you go to G, do it again. 2, remember, play with me, but also count with me. Count out loud. I need you to count out loud. We're watching. I know if you're not counting out loud. 2, ready, count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and do it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and go into E. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and do it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and going back to G. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I'm kind of bored. Again. And 2 and 3 and 4. Change to E. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I lost count. We'll do it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and there are 2 other chords that are actually in this song. I show them to you in the next video. A minor and a C. And she throws those in right at the end, right before she changes. If you want to learn those, go on to the next video. But what I just showed you was just the 1 and the 6 is most of what she plays in the song, and it's the entire song except for the one section where she sings roar, roar, roar over and over again. And it's only slightly different. This is the whole thing. Now, I know for a fact, because we're watching you, that you stopped counting when you got here because you changed chords and you were thinking about it and you forgot to count. You know that you're ready to move on. You know that you're ready to go faster. You know that you're ready to learn the other chords when you can do what we just did, both of these twice, without stopping counting out loud. That's how you know. So keep doing it until you can do that and then move on to the next video. Awesome. See you guys. I'll stop it before I do something stupid. Oh, dear God. I still hurt my knee.
That's what you get.
B-roll.
We got that B-roll.
Sucks being old.
You want that angry guy in the car?